Thank you, Trace. I think I love you too. I don't know what that means, but I do know that I love Counter-Strike, and we've got Dust2 between MIBR and G2.
Well, it will be lucky with the long spawn. A lot of teams do favor that part of the map on the T-side pistol. They've got the two smokes. The PT-50 suggests that's exactly what they'll finish up. It can all change, though, very quickly. And as they make their way towards that area. Those two smokes using the crossover, Flash, try and get the picks of the PT-50s. That's where it should be heading. It's Zeus on the other side of the equation with the defuse kit and flashbangs here, not the smoke. So we'll see how this one goes. CTs, a lot of presence by the long doors. They don't want to let anyone out of that position.
Fallen just waiting with the USPS. Not that I need to include that S. That may or may not be my alarm going off to let me know that I'm supposed to be out of bed now, Henry.
Oh, I'm glad you are.
Well, me too. Otherwise, we'd have a problem, wouldn't we? As Jax heads around the corner from Quad, Lucas is on the ramp, but he's got other problems in the fact that Fallen is still on long peeking. Lucas electing not to counter peek off of that initial exchange. Jax has only gotten in position now. Kenny's going to get a shot as a result. They're going to get the bomb plant. Could have been perhaps a little more aggressive on the MIBR side, but I say that. And Fallen and Zeus finding incredible angles. The jump shot as well as Nick Dink chunks down to very low, and you're pointing out that Zeus has another hat trick on the pistol. Look at him go. This guy's a pistol menace.
Yeah, we said it before. When he had to play at the major, I think for SK, like he was just getting CZ kills all over the place. Pistols just seem to be where he likes to play. Those are great shots as well. And Fallen, he denied the plant. I didn't see the shot. Not even sure where it came from. It was a wild round to say the least, but it will be MIBR 1-0 up and G2 on the force buy as they got no bomb plant down there, no rifles, CZs, MAC-10s. You have to try and get through as a 5-man unit and talk about that snowball effect. See if they can get a kill, maybe find a rifle and go from there. But Fallen, he's taking the game to them. It's going to be a nice opening kill on the in-game leader, Shoxy. And now they can fall back. They've got a nice advantage and they have 2 M4s here. In terms of utility left over on the T side, 2 smokes, B split, about as good as it gets for them. That's if they can even break through the middle doors. This is looking rough for G2. I agree with the analysts. This is a disaster for the French player. Like after such a successful couple of months they've had, this is so disappointing to see them play the way they did on Inferno.
Yeah, I was encouraged yesterday. I thought yesterday, man, here we go again. They're getting revenge on Liquid for Pro League.
They could have 2-0'd it, right?
That's the other thing. Pro League Finals, they were in that. They absolutely could have 2-0'd it. Now they're 6-24ing it, Lucky. I mean, it's not gone well for him in this event, that's for sure. And that's certainly a talking point if they want to have depth and they want to get a run. I know that Deva Duvek used to play quite well with Ominik. I'm not sure I've heard the best of his attitude inside of teams, but it's, you know, there's guys out there. You mentioned Happy. I know you love him and you're a big fan.
Right.
But there's guys out there. So Lucky's going to have to pull up his socks.
Yeah, has to. Yeah, had a really quiet day in the office. Yesterday, first map was rough as well. Yeah, there's definitely a conversation to be had there. Either way, full eco surely now for the G2 squad. And indeed, just PT-50's Deagles, 1 flash. Try and get that bomb down, boys. I don't like the force buy in the second when he didn't get the bomb planted. I feel like AKs in the third is such a more powerful approach in this map. But they went for it. It really hasn't worked out for them because you don't have the firepower to even get opening picks. Shadow advantage for Fallen, and he'll take that kill for free all day long. He isn't even falling back here. He knows he wants the orb going forward, so he's willing to risk it. He dropped that smoke to suggest he's falling back and getting out of there. Every kill he gets at this point is just money in the bank. That's 1,200 bucks for him as we now go to a 5 versus 3. Amanak maybe only have 1 kill here, not quite. Clean sweep looking likely. As I said, Fallen, he doesn't actually mind too much if he dies here because he can just bring out the orb in the first gun rounds. At this point, the clean sweep might actually cost him around. I'm not sure. We'll see. As they're trying to push it, and it will be Fallen to get it. So he's got loads of money. I would say with 7K, he might still just buy the orb, like just so they have the momentum still in their favor. But he does buy it. I like that. You shouldn't be relying on trying to build up bank when you're in this situation. You want to win rounds and use your star players on a map like Dust2 as well. Fallen needs to be firing all cylinders. He can do a much better job with the sniper than he can with the MP9. But he got the kills to justify the reinvestment. They throw away some SMGs, and now they've got a full array of rifles.
Shocks around the corner. Molotov through it. He is isolated. He is blind, but he has spotted the one of the pit. They'll flash themselves back out, but you're right, that nade. Oh, goodness. Unlucky.
Yes.
For Shocks. Like he's going to get boosted. try and get on top, or at least use the headshot position, but Fur is aware that they are there. And down goes the ball out of the hands of Kenny's hands as well.
Now he knows there's a second player as well there, right? Because the boost suggests there is, but Shoxy does keep them in the round somehow. Lucas will have to deliver here. He gets good positioning on the first. He knows the second's there. Damage towards him. One more bullet will do it. Just trying to stay alive now. Self-preservation is key. Don't let him get away with the bomb. That's okay. They know he's been tagged up. There's still a question mark as to where his position is, but they have the advantage. 1 minute remaining, and the problem is there's a CT and T spawn, and they could be heading towards B here through the mid doors.
Absolutely, and I think they will. He needs to spot them right now, Taco.
Oh, he still gets him, I think.
Yeah, he's got him. Easy. First one down, second one just going back with a fight. Not a bad fight from Amanuk.
Surely run to B now. Taco's the B anchor, so you'd think that would be the go-to maneuver, but still, waiting top of middle.
Yeah, okay. I think maybe someone told him,
Hey, bro, if he's in T spawn,
rather abrupt stop there.
If he's in T spawn, you should probably get him B, I would say. And the CTs know it. They'll be flanking him. Amanek can still win this. I'm not saying this one's impossible. Falling with the AWP, all it takes a couple of missed shots. Problem is he hasn't planted yet. Like he's given them so much time to triangulate around them, as there will be a play out of the tunnels already. And it wasn't the cleanest of kills from Lucas, but nails it regardless. And that'll be a 7th on the board, 4-0. This is just looking messy from G2, and fantastic from the likes of MIBR. They're having a great game. Lucas managing to get 3 kills in total. AWP still in the hands of Fallen. Bomb plant and maximum loss bonus will enable another buy here. Best spawn available for Amanek, but that long take they just did there, the fact they get 2 players isolated in blue box and there was no backup, they're just taking nade after nade and trying to boost and getting flashed, it's difficult to watch as... Nothing. I think it was. Oh, no, even first said it. He said that G2's best map is Dust2. They should be winning this hands down.
Yep.
It's early days, but they're still looking like they're disjointed.
Well, Amanuk through the smoke, running them down. Fallen knows he's there. Shadow shows, misses a shot. Amanuk fires a bunch of tiny but very deadly bullets from the MAC-10 toward him. Zeus will get back out though. Does get 1 kill. Rotates onto the ramp and wants to slow them down working onto the site. Cheeky little flash, or rather, excuse me, smoke, I should say. Thought it might give him an angle. He certainly should have been ready for them to push over to the right side at Goose, but he goes down to Jax. Now Lucas has to try and make amends with that, but first snuck in. The bomb wasn't planted, and MIBR find their 5th.
Great stuff. Zeus there doesn't find a bucket of kills, but he drops that smoke, the incendiary, to deny the plant as well. That was enough for his teammates to rotate through. And Fur, he seems to be hitting absolutely every shot right now. That was a great round. MIBR, this is competitive now. That's the start they needed. And remember, GT bought into that round. They got no plant there either. Fur, this was a shot I didn't think he'd hit. I thought the trade would come in from Jax, but no dice. As we'll have another one of these interesting rounds of the CZs and MAC-10s. Trying to group together, find a rifle, run away with it. Normally heading towards B with these sort of plays. You're trying to take down an AWP. Hope he misses a shot. You can flash him in. Fur could be in trouble. A little bit too aggressive. That gives away a rifle at least. Now Taco might be in trouble. Dribble smoke comes through. Follows up with the incendiary. He has the advantage in terms of them coming through a grey screen. Lines them up. Can't find both the kills. And this is actually looking pretty good now. But the problem is, can they smoke the doors in time? Zeus needs to try and deny it. Can't do much about it. The spam will come through. Doesn't find the bullet. That will take down Kenny S.
Rotate back across the smoke. Zeus will work his way back into CT. They know bombs planted at B. Just spotted him. Good find from Lucas. And that puts us 3 aside, but still well outside of the B site.
Yeah, MIBR though, still going to go for this one for sure. I know Kenny's low. Needs to start picking out the pace though. 2 still towards tunnels, over the halfway mark. I don't think they're going for it. We've got still 1 player all the way at the A crossover. So yes, looking for exits. And so this is quite nice. If Fallen watches for anyone exiting out the bomb site, those guys got the tunnels. They're not going to win this round, but they're going to make sure it's expensive. Fallen should at least get 1. He probably won't challenge for the second. We'll see which way they exit. And Zeus actually is dropped in the tunnels there. So they lose 1 because of the blast. So I guess he did enough damage to find that kill. So that's something. It keeps G2 relatively modest, but it's their first round on the board. And it took MAC-10s and CZs and a bit of a push through the smoke towards that B bomb site. It's where it seems to be the most effective Round 7 now, and a double AWP setup. Taco and Fallen. So Fallen is suddenly the flashy AWPer. He'll get the close range, quick scopes, and find opening picks. Taco's more of your turret style, defensive AWPer. He'll be holding towards the B side, the window, and maybe even the platform. Just holding up, trying to get the 1 or 2 kills required, drop his smoke, and buy time. So those are 2 very different playstyles coming through. Kenny S, he is a Dust2 specialist. He is amazing on this map when he gets going. This is a technical timeout. We have a slight sound issue to resolve. If you are just joining us, we do find ourselves with a 1-map lead to MIBR. And indeed, that's not the coach. That's actually one of the players here. It's Zeus has been brought in place of Cold Zera. He stepped down, and it's just out of necessity. It's one of those problematic situations. We've seen it a few times this year. We've had Yanko having to play for FaZe, etc. We've seen Zonic play for Astralis before, threat for NIP, and now Zeus once again playing for MIBR.
Famously Malik with Envy.
Yes, indeed. That was one of the more compromising ones, unfortunately. I'm trying to think back to the most successful ones. It was Astralis that made it to top 8 with Zonic, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then Threat, the same thing with NIP. They got top 8, I believe, with him playing.
Correct.
Yeah, so those some great storylines.
Well, we had a stand-in make a final with Mouse Sports at one point, did we not?
I don't. Oh, that's when nothing played for them.
That's right. That's right. It was nothing in Brazil.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jordan. I know you're in the green room listening. You're just not memorable.
No, that's a very good point. Mouse Sports did nothing playing. They got to the final. You're right. That's nuts.
Yep. He's the best mercenary ever. Look what
Complexity.
Complexity did. Yeah.
Still got it.
Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to bring him in for a TriCast and let him ring for us, and then we'll
carry us as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's Zeus with the technical issue. Apparently, they couldn't hear him on TeamSpeak, so...
so what happened was probably the person in charge of muting TeamSpeak muted Zeus thinking he was the coach. No, I'm kidding. That's probably not what happened.
It's probably not what.
Just
it's a nice idea.
Habit.
Yeah. So we need a match medic here. That's been done already, so we are good to go, I think, ladies and gentlemen. Second map, G2. This really isn't a good look, I have to say. Shoxy and his boys have looked rattled today. This is not the team that's been presented to us in 2019. They've looked like they've been getting it together. The theory's been done. They're not force buying all the time. They're doing the correct tactics and maneuvers to win rounds and big games and actually make a name for themselves in 2019. This is G2 of old, what's being shown today. It's not great. It's messy, it's chaotic, a lot of panic. Zeus down to the CZ. Could have actually been dropped an M4, but remember, Zeus apparently is the pistol master. He's probably fine at that. He's like, Lucas, you keep your money strong, bro. I'll use this, and I'll probably just get 1 kill with it because that's what he does with pistols.
Yep, he seems to be very proficient in the pistol rounds when things are a little bit sloppy for others. Shots aggressive through the door. They put a Molotov on the other side of it. So 1 round, and things can quickly turn for G2's fate in this game. Just need to build off of it. Lucas will position himself inside of CT spawn. Smoked across further. Molotov behind it, countered. 7 seconds of the 15 gone to that alone, and likely G2 will not be able to utilize it at all.
Well, they have the short control. It will be an A split to finish. Zeus. Remember, CZ, that's why his position is so close. That's such a filthy position as well. That's worth a kill. If it's a rifle from it and somehow gets a second, I'll be impressed. The pop flash from Kenny will be coming in soon. That shouldn't affect Zeus by the looks of things. That is designed to take down AWPer at the corner indeed. So Zeus is fine with this flash. He'll take it. First kill. Can he get a second? Not quite, but that's more than enough. He gets significant damage towards Jax and keeps it at an equal kill. You know, he didn't have a rifle there.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Pistols. That's where he seems to be fine. Just needs to single tap the rifles as if they're a pistol.
Yeah.
Imagine that. No smoke as of yet. 1 thrown. I didn't see a second. That means there should be a gap. There certainly was. Fur found Jax on the cross. Massive gap. Bombs down. 8 seconds. This round is over. Do they get there in time?
No.
Nope. Done.
Oh, no, wait.
Did. Holy moly. He did that almost still in the air. That's impressive. I thought we were done, moving on, and getting ready for a 6th MIBR round on the board. That is incredibly precise movement by Shox.
Yeah. He couldn't make a single mistake there. He's going to get his kill as well. There it is. He might have won the round single-handedly. They needed that one. Amanak with a nice flank here. Good finish. That was messy. the fact that Bomb was down at the ramp with, what, 6 seconds on the clock, he somehow gets it down with the last few milliseconds there. It wasn't pretty, but they get it done, and MIBR are broken financially. They needed that win, and they get it. It's the in-game leader, Shoxy, that will be providing most of the performance there, and he goes for a Mac 10 this round, reading the money well. He's going to have just... Oh, Lucas will invest a bit more. Remember, he had extra money because Zeus had the pistol that round. He goes with Deagle, Diffuse gets smoked just in case they get a little bit lucky here with a stack, potentially. They'll have a chance to defuse if it comes right down to the wire. Boost towards long. G2 shouldn't have too much of a problem here as they get some decent real estate on the map. Shoxy by the mid doors, waiting for any flashes over towards long. Jax, we boosted up, he drops down. 3 players on the A side for MIBR. They have 2 flashbangs, 1 smoke. Lucas, I assume, will be trying to go for some sort of ninja defuse, I suppose, with that setup. If he can get the smoke on top of the bomb, go for a quick defuse and all the chaos that could be ensuing. That's maybe an objective of his with that kit.
Shot back in from Lucky. Does...
Did he just smoke himself on the side and just gets ready to defuse or something like that?
They kind of skittered away with that early shot, but Lucas does stay on top of the platform. They know he's there now. That's the problem. Perhaps he was expecting Molotov sooner, and he wants to stay on the box. He still can swing, but Lucky's got the angle. Looking better so far on Dust2 is Lucky. And Taco is the only one remaining, so it's going to be 3 straight rounds for G2. As we said, as soon as the economy falls, 1 round on, and it can turn quite quickly for the French. You heard them say it, Fur, in the interview as well. This is their best map, so we expect something from them, surely.
Yeah, well, this is more like it. Getting some rounds on the board. You do seem the majority of rounds picked up on the T side, though, so there's a lot more where that came from. Luckily for them, MIBR will be without the sniper, which is sometimes a necessity on a map like Dust2. Suggests we might see something a little bit different here. Lucas, he has the AWP, not Fallen. And he's heading in the same position here, so we'll see what they've got up their sleeve. It's Fallen to get towards the pit and Lucas holding car. Will they swap over indeed? I think that was just by spawns. They had that set up at the start. Fallen knows they are on the back foot this round. That's why he's trying to find a pick towards long. He might even challenge a car. Very passive hold from G2. B split looking likely though. 2 in the tunnels, 2 towards mid doors, and Shoxy watching for flanks towards the long area. Fur and Taco to defend B. You've still got a smoke. 2 of those on that side of the map. First is deployed. Just trying to whittle that time down and apply pressure.
Bring into the smoke, Taco. No one on the other side of it. Haven't seen a lot of action at the B site. The first round for G2. And that was all. Taco. He stares into the tunnel. Counter flash. Nade on top of it. It's Hamanuk, but not for a ton of trouble. Hamanuk went through, as did Devaduvek, the Misfits lineup that Twisted was once a part of, with Sean Gares at the helm. Lucas has a Hamanuk, 33 seconds. That's going to scurry them away, and they confront Zeus at the mid doors, who doesn't get a ton of damage in, but slows them again. And the rotation is back toward the A site. They need the support on the platform. Fallen to hold it on his own. Zeus, more damage, but no kills. 3 survive. 12 for Jax, 21 for Lucky, and Fallen not able to find the kill means the bomb goes down with 11 seconds. As Kenny gets Lucas, Jax will find Fallen. It suddenly is boot on the other foot.
Yeah, Fallen normally hits those. He hits that shot, that's round done. He knew he had to as well. G2, another round it looked like they actually were gonna fall apart in. They had 30 seconds on the clock where they were in the B tunnel to start to go up towards short and hitting some remarkable shots. It's Jax that saves the day there. And luckily for them, Fallen will be missing a couple. That enables them to get their 4th on the board. MIBR will save an AK and an M4. Still, G2 pull another round back. They'll keep 3 players up and Kenny S on the AWP. He currently sits at 5 kills. So we'll see him really get into the groove of things. We're looking to go to train as the 3rd. I would say that's likely, considering this is G2's pick, but that's now 4 rounds in a row for the Frenchman. Still, not convincing rounds. It's taking absolutely everything to get them back into it. This shot we didn't catch, but it was a beautiful one from Kenny there. And Jax, these are the shots to save the day. Round 10, no force buy. But they do have an AK and an M4. Taco might be boosted up towards short. He's the B player, could just be at the back of the side by himself, but they stack A. So Taco fallen, head towards that side of the map, and Fur, aggressive of course, rushing towards the top of middle with that rifle.
Is shots. Amanek wins out the exchange. AK versus M4, despite being shot first. He succeeds. Fallen was tagged. Kenny was so fast on the flick, but through the door, 28. I think tie game is inevitable. Taco's going to try and do what he can with his AK and get some map control. Zeus, sacrificial. Ooh, he's going to get buy shocks, you know. But the problem with that is that Taco's not going to know, and the AK gets the kill. Shocks down. I'm impressed that that went that direction because I thought certainly he would be unsuspecting.
Wow, good flash from Taco as well. That's actually pushed him right back towards T-spawn. He had to make something happen there. They lost the first kill in the form of Fur. He gets it, but now they know where the second rifle is, and they're going back towards A, and there's no rifles there. G2 should be able to close this one out, no problem. They're being dynamic and thinking about their decisions, and Jack should be able to find Zeus, no problem, but the Pistol Master delivers once again.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is that he was watching the gun that went down in the tunnels as well. So everything looked fine from Jack's position, but Zeus is getting all of his kills on pistols.
They've double smoked the same area.
Yeah, they've messed this up. Second time. Fur capitalized on this last time on the cross. It was actually the round that Shocks got the last second plant because the bomb went down on cross due to the kill inside smoke. Now it's another 2-on-2. Bomb to be planted again. A little more time on the clock. This time, Lucas with the deagle. Taco still on rotation with the AK. Damage done. Taco's going to go aggressive toward long. He's making noise, but he knows there's a weak player on the ramp and he wants to capitalize. Amanek was ready for it.
Another victory for G2, but they're still making mistakes there. I know it seems like a small factor, but that double smoke and crossover, that should be quite a clean call. Like, this is your best map. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult to say who's smoking what. Double smoke the same area of the crossover and left that massive gap. If one of the rifles was there, that could have fallen apart. This was a great play from Taco. Amanek, though, really holding his own on the bomb site. It's taking individual heroics right now as G2 fend off the ensuing MIBR players all around them. Double AWP set up, Taco and Fallen once again. 5-5. Second map. MIBR looking to 2-0 this if possible. Take a timeout. Discuss the options. He'll be dead behind the boys now. That used to be the case for many years. Now he's back on the headsets. Moved more into a more managerial position these days, but definitely one of the team, one of the boys. We'll be hyping them up, helping them out. As we enter round number 11. Do we see any boosts from the orbs on the CT side? Anything different, or just the usual setup? I would say it'll be more of the latter, considering their general positioning here. 3 towards long to fend off a fast push. Bottom top of middle on the back of Kenny S as Jax tries to bait out some utility towards B. He's throwing a couple of flashes. He wants to try and get their smoke out early. Fast play towards middle doors there. That's worked out nicely. Zeus dropped. 5 and 4.
It's going to be Shocks to follow up, catching out Lucas inside of the smoke. They just wanted to push through, and not the right decision. I know they're trying to get map control back. They'll do it at the B tunnels instead with the smoke down, but it's too little too late, or is it Fallen to save the day? I don't think so. Not when lightning strikes and you're blind.
Well, that should be it. It's G2 finding that opening kill. I like the fast play towards middle. You know their setup's not going to be ideal. They're not going to have everything covered, and fast plays together with a couple of nice smokes down. That's pretty much what it takes. G2, I feel like they've overthought this game going into it. I feel like they're the ones that have applied too much pressure to themselves. But right now, this is looking much better. They've got, what, 6 rounds in a row. They were 5-0 down. So this is more like it. Train looking ever more likely as each round goes by. The money's starting to rack up now. Taco will save the AWP. Jax on the hunt, though. He can justify that. They've got enough resources with Amanek's 14k. Fur probably goes down. He's going to swing off this. Depends on timings. Flash is good, though. That's really nice play. Good stuff. We'll pick up the frag. Basically, Taco's, though, considering how strong that flash was. And he's fighting for a bit more here. He doesn't necessarily need this kill. He wants to survive. Taco gets another. It doesn't wound G2 too much as they've got plenty of money. It doesn't matter. They've got 16,000 actually on Amanek after that victory. You get $3,500 per player for winning the round. Courtesy of the bomb. That fast play towards middle court. Zeus off guard. Amanek. This was where Fallen went down. The flashbang went through and managed to get the kill. Full buy though, once again. MIBR haven't posted around in a while.
Jax jumps back away. Lucky. Gonna wait it with the AK to see if anyone will push through again at the long doors. They start to. They are. Here we go. Flag down that New York taxi. Chicago taxi. Lucas gets the shot through the windows.
That's cool. You see that pre-fire. The cars in Dust2 are paper mache. You go straight through those bullets. Another kill from Furp. It's nice work. This is looking much more promising, but still 3 players up. There's no point in saving. They've got so much cash. Double AWP still on the T side. We saw this yesterday from them. See if it can find them a couple of kills, some access towards a bomb site potentially.
Shock's not seeing the jumping player. Likewise, Zeus not going to be able to see him. Looks away exactly when they would have. Still don't think Zeus did spot him, though. Good find, good flash. Maybe he did see him on that last jump when Shock's moved the scope.
Yeah, the fact he called for that flash suggests he did. He might have saw the barrel or something, went for it. Really nice play, calling for the flashbang, knowing that the AWP's there. Really solid stuff there. Zeus gets his second of the round as well. Impressed.
Bravo.
What he's doing.
Best part about Zeus standing in for the major, by the way, is that there is a player break. He's got this event, so he can look at it, review demos, have something on paper that he can construct and build upon, and he's got 3 weeks to do that.
He's got to grind. He's got to do like 12 hours a day deathmatch.
Absolutely, and I know the part of the player break is that to go on vacation, these guys will certainly be back in Brazil for most of it, and so they should be, but if they want to make the most of it, they have the time to do it. It's not like there's no practice time available.
3 AWPs, by the way. Zeus is like, you know what? Those look pretty fun. Can I have a go? I'm pretty good with that as well, it seems.
Wow.
He nails it. It flashed from Taco again as well. He just hit an absolutely wild shot. 3 AWPs. Zeus is feeling it.
I'm digging it. 6-6. Game's back on. There was 5 rounds in a row for MIBR to start. Obviously, G2 took the lead, so back into it now. 3 ops is certainly peculiar, but that's what they're going to stick with. Molotov down on the stairs. Shocks can't go forward. Kenny, lucky. Another one. And the tag was Fallen close enough, or rather Zeus down on the ramp to hear that. I think they were, because they're adding more utility to the pile. And certainly a Molotov thrown back out against them means that they are there. Good play from Shocks. Got by the fire, got down from the smoke, and he catches them out inside spawn. Zeus gone. Taco, oh baby, all too easy at that. He finds Kenny as well coming through the window. Knows there's another inside of the site. Amanek waiting for the smoke to fade to find Fur, and he actually has time to reset his aim to the corner. But the longer that takes, well, turns out it doesn't matter. Taco's got the kill. I was going to say the rotations are on the way. MIBR 7 rounds.
That was lucky from Taco, but still very impressive. The one corner they didn't check and all the chaos there is where he's positioned with the AWP. That is not a good feeling, but he comes on blind. He probably can't believe his luck, but it all started here. Zeus, that is a great shot. So you can see this is the only position they don't really check. They don't clear this one out. He's like, all right, if you're going to give me the kills. The second one was fantastic, to be fair. But the first, he gets the bomb down, he buys time, and there we have it. Shot through the door. Kenny S nails it, but Fur still alive and kicking on 13 points of health. He'll have to change up his game plan now and play in a slightly cheesier position, trying to get 1 kill before going down if they do head towards that B side of the map. Money's starting to be a problem though for GT. They had 16k a few rounds ago. All it takes is a couple of round victories, a few drop weapons, and they find themselves with Galils and Mac 10s here. Kenny Este with the AWP, and Fallen changing his position up. He's very vulnerable to HEs there. We'll see if they want to throw them in that position at all.
Fallen is waiting as patiently as he can in by the stairs. It's a tight position to play, but he does have Jax, or rather, excuse me, have Zeus above. Fallen gets the second shot as well. Zeus went down. He was able to tuck himself in the corner and not have that thrown at him. A Molotov, a nade, anything. Oh, I thought he was going to drop to get away. Amanek got him.
He could have got away as well. I think he stayed a second too long there. But Taco nails at least one of these if he gets his second. Oh, that was a moment. I thought he hit that.
Totally optimistic to jump out thinking long was just going to be open like that. He was the one that was covering it, but he was stuck at the car. He nearly got that. You're right. I thought for a second he was going to as well. Lucky holding the door, low HP on Fur. I don't see a world where Fur finds that kill. And now we could have a 7-7 game as Lucas works back in with an AK-47. Just to note, Zeus has 10 kills. Fallen has 8. So, not bad.
And Zeus has brought the AWP out as well. It's just like, yeah, watch this. Lucas, great game or great series so far. A little bit quieter on Dust2. He is running out of time, though, here as the 2-on-1 falls against him. They're in this one, 7-7. They've got a bye there. It won't be the prettiest. They won't have 3 AWPs, that's for sure. Taco asking if he legged Lucky that round. I don't think he did.
No, I didn't quite get there. I don't think his eyes even had time to adjust. He flicked back so fast.
Yeah, it was just like Lucky was... It seemed like it was such a delayed kill on his half. There was a chance that flick comes in.
I know he's not. He's talking to the team. But that shot where he's leaned in by the chicken, it looks like he was actually just talking to the chicken.
It's like, look, we need you. You were there for us yesterday. Why are you not helping us out today?
Why aren't you baiting by making noise?
Move it around.
Near you?
Give the chicken to Kenny. It's Dust2. Let's get going.
Kill totals are pretty decent across the board on both teams, but you're right, Lucas is having a good series. I think I saw Ominic on 14, was it? Yeah, it is. So he's at 14. The rest are actually quite low on that side of things. Though Lucky, again, only 4 kills. He has 10 kills over this whole series so far. That just doesn't cut it. Shock's on 8, 6 for Kenny S. So, again, the op not really coming into it. The fact that it's 7-7 is almost surprising when you look at the kill totals on G2's side.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't been a good series. This is their best map. I haven't really seen much to say about that. Amanek will find the first pick, though. Nice, fast approach towards middle. Catches Fur out. And double AWPs still up, though. Jax will make his way through. No smokes down. Trying to surprise the A bomb site. And that's going to work out nicely. No one's there at all. Everyone's towards B. Should be no chance that Lucas can find more than 1 kill here. That should be the absolute most. And flashed off. Bomb should be going down at this point. I don't see a world where MIBR win this, but I'm so happy to be proven wrong. If they can pull this one off, I'll be very impressed.
Impressed that Lucas got away with that. I thought they were going to just double peek him over the wall. Unfortunately, just having the Molotov and locking him into CT, he couldn't bait his teammate in from Catwalk. Had he been able to do that, we might have at least 1 kill going the way of MIBR. Fallen has done exactly that. So too will Lucas. It's such a tough... Not bad. Okay, nearly got a second, but the round was pretty much secured at that point. It's such a tough position to walk out of CT when you're locked in from all angles up above. We are locked into a dead heat. 8-7 G2 lead at halftime, but we'll be right back after the break.
Where the sun doesn't go down, and we will drift away until the day the world stops stay with me where the sun doesn't go down, and we will drift away until the day the world stops spinning, 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 until the day the world stops spinning.
One round between them, one map already in favor of MIBR. G2 certainly the favorites coming in given the circumstances, but Zeus is looking solid on Dust2, and you mentioned it. The playstyle that they had is suggestive that it could work for them, and now we go over to that T side where we can see that steamroll mentality work as a unit.
And speaking of which, 5 players towards B. If this is a straight-up rush, I respect it. Why not? Just get stuck in. I think they're going for it. It's going to be a headshot towards Shoxy through the corner of the box there. He needs to find at least one here, and he will. He always seems to deliver with this USP. Can he find anything more? He is certainly under pressure here, but still alive and kicking. It's Amanek that's going to be taking a bullet to the face. I think MIBR have this one. Amanek, one more shot. He's going down. He needs rotations from his teammates at this point. Smoke at the doors, but Jax... Oh, no! He was in position, ready to line them all up, and he's denied everything. Is there a chance the bomb can be taken down here? It can be, but it won't be a round victory for G2.
I honestly thought coming through the window like that, just get on the defuse. Force them to run. I know that sounds odd, your teammates in battle, but you might have been getting away with something a little bit fortunate just to pull them out. But either way, yes, you are right. Jax had the lineup, and it was exactly then that he got taken down. Here it is.
Oh, he's waiting for that chance to like go for the godlike play. Just about to pull the trigger as well. Even the one kill there might have been enough, but he gets nothing.
I like that Fallen even checks that though. At that point, you'd think you don't need to. That's why trigger discipline works, because they think, or have a full sense of security, if you will. Gotta be careful with that scouts, because missing shots, they're approaching T-spawn. Jax has the kill on Zeus. Fortunately, Fallen does hit one, and the response to turn to lower was quite swift. I thought this had the potential to fall apart, but it seems they've made amends and covered things off. It's just lucky on Catwalk, they know where he is.
Ooh. You don't see many full eco victories, but that was certainly up in the air for a second. But there it is. 3 players survive, and the buy will come out this round. They can afford the AWP on 2 players, actually. Shox and Kenny can buy AWPs on the nose. So will they go for that? Doesn't look like it. Shoxy purchases armor. Kenny does get the orb. That's more like it. So, not the best buy, not the best situation, but certainly possible to win it. Kenny won't challenge T-spawn, I would say. It's not a favorable pick these days. Not like the Dust2 of old, where you'd see that battle happen quite a lot. Normally just T's trying to do damage at the start of the round. Fallen will stick on the scouts. No kits, and no smokes on the CT side. Not a huge deal on Dust2, I suppose, compared to other maps in terms of choke points, but certainly doesn't help. They've used pretty much everything they have already. They need to find some real estate here, a pick, something. Lucky will be baited in behind blue box by Jax in the pit. But how do they fend off a B split, for example? How do they segregate the tunnels from the mid doors? How are they going to do that with no grenades now?
Amanek. Fur will wait the boxes, smoke to go to CT, and then jump up on top of the catwalk. Based on his recent Instagram posts, he's probably going to be walking the catwalk soon.
Yeah, it was a strong picture.
Not bad.
Can't argue with that.
I looked at it for a while.
I was like, wow, okay. It's packing some
heat.
heat.
Then I looked at the mirror and went, God damn it.
We've got to go back towards that B side. And this is a problem. Like I said, you do need utility, and it's Fallen just selling the fact they might be going towards the A side. But Jackson, Lucky, they're top of middle. This is what we had to see. Someone had to make a play here. Unfortunately, the play is going to have to come from Shoxy. He's another kill. Not going to happen. B side open. Retake with no kits, no utility. Zeus, always good for one, it seems. He'll be putting himself in a position to do just that. If he gets one of these, they're in business.
Oh, the lineup. If he had hit the first one, the second one was going to get clotheslined inevitably. Only gets one for it. So Jack's getting Zeus back. Leaves us in a 2-on-2, and Lucas wants to get aggressive on that, knowing that they can isolate the one man in mid, double push.
That's good.
And
Very
that's
nice.
a great call. Shocks, or excuse me, the Jax gets position on them. I don't know why I said Shocks. It was clearly Jax all along, but the fact that they left the site and didn't turn quick enough, he actually could have almost locked them out. He had the box to cover off the window. He could have isolated that.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Play off the bomb boys, but still, the trade was there. That's what they were going for, and why not? That is showing absolute aggression. It works out for them. Can't criticize that too much. It's Lucas who does get the final kill. Double digits for MIBR. Looking to close this one out 2-0. G2 will have to take an eco here as well. Oh, this would be such a detrimental loss, and considering so many positive things that happened for them this year, if they went out in this fashion, I think it'd be such a setback in terms of morale and start questioning the team. Like we said, there's been one player who's seemed to have dropped off the face of the planet today, and MIBR just enjoying themselves. That's the way it should be in this sort of scenario. Play simple CS, no pressure. Already got a map in the bag. As they head towards short, that's what the majority of the CTs are. There should be a few kills here for G2, but that should be it. I don't see multiple frags coming in right now. First should be able to take care of these, no problem. Flash is decent. And Taco, that will get absolutely everyone. He gets the 3K spray with the Krieg.
Lucas swinging the spiral will take down Omnic, and Fallen closes out on Shocks. MIBR with now, I won't say a comfortable 3-round lead, but a 3-round lead, and the money comes out for G2 to see if they can stop that now. Again, they have the first map, MIBR.
Yeah, they do, and a 4-0 start in the second half.
It would help if Lucky or Kenny could get involved. Certainly,
Yeah.
Lucky, 12 kills over this series so far.
Kenny, especially on Dust2, it's one of his iconic maps, right? This is where he has to perform, and still, it's not too late. Hasn't got out of control just yet. He has got the AWP this round, but 7 kills to his name does not bode well. This is a bit of a fake, I think, towards long. They're throwing all the utility over. The bomb's heading back towards B. They're suggesting someone's out of that blue box with flashbangs and vision taken away. So a nice little fake here. And Jax, unfortunately, does have all the information, so it won't cause a massive amount of rotations here. B split looks to be on the cards. And can they hold this one off? It's going to be Shocks and Amanek to defend. Again, no utility, as Kenny S knows he has to probably fight for a pick. Yeah, he's got one. That's a lovely shot. Zeus takes it to the dome. And it's the advantage towards G2 here. B split still looking likely. Maybe all 4 players focusing on those mid doors, not even going to go through the tunnels.
Yeah, 12 and 38 currently for Lucky. Omnic waiting. Good little angle. Has Shocks to play off of it. Lucky can respond, but he's forced off by Molotov. Smoke left side means they can walk out further, but they aren't going to do so. The important position is Shocks on the wall. If you're going to play the scaffolding, you can't necessarily do it solo because you can't get back to the window. There's nowhere else to go. Omnic waiting now inside as Shocks also rotate back in to give him support. Closet can't swing though. Means they'll put further pressure onto Omnic. Low HP, Shocks able to get both and the third onto Lucky. Fallen speaking with an off. That should put him in the grave. I say that somehow he gets away with one. Holding the pistol, trying to battle as valiantly as he can. Flash out, do they push through? They do. Lucky just gets there in time.
Nice work from Shocks. Always solid in those sort of scenarios. Just when it looks like G2 might be out of the round, he pulls a rabbit out of the hat. As we'll see round 21 come through now. A decision to be made. MIBR, they have enough for a buy, but maybe a pause just to discuss their options. Indeed, they'll take the timeout. It's because Fur has $2,500 and Zeus with 6K. He'll be the one who will be taking the compromises here. He'll be using the pistol and making sure Fur has the rifle he needs. They could just go without an AWP and have rifles across the board. That's not an issue either. The way they've been playing suggests they don't actually need the AWP. Fallen rallying up the troops right now. He's kind of discussing their options, deliberating over the choices they can make here. Right now, Fur with a Glock in hand and armor. I assume he's been dropped something here, probably a MAC-10, something along those lines. Maybe just a Deagle. We'll get into it. Round 21, 11-9 is your overall score here in the second half. Second map. It's actually an AK. It's not too bad, actually, with the AWP. 4 rifles. They've made it work. Fallen had to go without a helmet. And they're sending the Wolf Pack once again. The death ball in towards that B-bomb site.
And it's going to get shut down, or is it? Hang on, Shocks still in the closet.
Really?
No, they didn't check that. Yeah, that's surprising. You send one guy out when 2 are there. Did they catch a flash from mid that got that deep on them? Because he gets away with it. Fallen's gonna rotate back around, but keep in mind, he could be caught from spawn. I don't think he gets spotted. He has the awareness to look that way, smokes himself in, but he's also got problems down toward middle. No, they've gone toward the doors instead. Bomb gets planted, Lucky gets in, Lucas goes down. Fur has to hold this himself because Fallen has to go back out through middle. He knows he's locked off from T-spawn. Fantastic shot from Fur.
That's insane. I didn't think he stood a chance there. And now Jax, he can't even push through that. He has to wait. He has a kit, but it seems like they've surely got this one. Fallen hasn't hit every shot today. The AWP, but Fur, he'll nail things, and it's going to be an amazing round from him. What a performance that was. He saves the day. Jumps up, nails the shot just as he lands there on the bomb side box. And that's devastating. We talked about that death ball approach, right? This sent 4 players on a contact position towards B, and that's what Dust2
called the Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly. I guess we can call it that from now on. And it works, right? Because you just don't expect it. You're not necessarily ready. You don't put your smokes down. Your money's pretty low. And they trade out frags. And even with Shox getting a UMP kill, it wasn't quite enough. Fallen waits for the flash and the repeat here. He gets the shot, but there's a return from Kenny. Still favors the T's considering the financial situation. Once again, no smokes. 1 HE, 1 incendiary, no kits. Kenny S, glass cannon AWP. Really a difficult spot here for the French, but they have a fighting chance in the round as they've kept things equal. Looking for any CTs trying to get close to the doors here. Lucky will be by the blue box on the right-hand side. Decides not to go any further. Zeus checks it. They Molotov that position. He's trying to help him out there. He's trying to say, just come on my head. I'll let you down quietly. It's fine. But this looks good for G2. Especially now. They're not going to check that blue box. No way. Great setup. You can see how effective that can work if the AWP gets the attention.
That gif, by the way, of Jason on a wrecking ball with the creamy Moses face is probably the greatest GIF ever created.
Yeah.
Lucky takes down Taco to close the round. G2 find their 10th. And MIBR, halted for now, will be limited, I say, in terms of money, in terms of economy, options, therefore, that go with them. May even elect to take a timeout. No, they're going to sit back for now and just go on the Deagles. Lucky. Exactly what he needed. Up to 10 kills. So 4 since I called him out a few rounds ago. That's certainly a change of pace. Catches him up with everyone else. He's on to 11 now, in fact, ahead of Kenny by 1. Lucas already inside of the tunnels, backs away with the bomb toward the staircase, and they'll converge in middle.
They will indeed. Smoke down. Lucky in front. 11 kills to his name. It's a really nice spot he's got there. Back up from the double doors of B from Shox. I don't think MIBR will be pre-firing that position. They will have no idea. He's got at least 2 kills here. Just a 1. The flashbang compromised things slightly, but it looks like this should be okay here for Shox. Okay, now things starting to get interesting. Long push. Is it timed well? The MP9. Even still, Lucas gets his 3rd. I don't know what's going on here. What a... Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
That's not good, mate.
No, that's not good at all. Kenny knows he's stuck there. He's going to hit this shot. You know he is.
Basil. He's going to wait for it. It was the right...
Oh.
I say it's a clever idea.
Look what they're doing.
That's a nice boost. That's a nice... Fallen sees it as well. They're getting closer, but Lucas in the corner was always stuck. Fallen able to swing bomb down again. That's the problem. Lucas did so well to get out and get his 3rd kill, and it was so close at the end. But a little bit eager, holding that bomb and trying to throw it. He almost could have just gotten away and gotten back in and planted and gone on about normal business, but he was so confident, perhaps too confident in that position that it gave it away in the end.
Let's have a look at these shots under the Deagle. That is pretty sick from Lucas. I'd be disappointed they didn't win that round. He had to fight tooth and nail for that one. Fantastic performance there. Unable to close things out. 3 kills in total and another eco from MIBR as they'll presumably lose the lead at this point.
And I will say, yes, fantastic round to hit those shots. I think Fallen will be, you know, he's the, I say new player on the team. Zeus obviously is a little newer if you want to look at it that way, but Lucas should have had that bomb through the window.
Yeah, it is a shame. If it does cleanly go through, they win that round, no doubt. And they'll just try and get a plant towards... Oh, okay. Maybe there's more than a plant available. Well, the Deagles today have just been stunning.
You still have Jax at long on an AUG, and he's tapping, which is where the weapon still shines. He catches out all 3 of them trying to run by, so a plant maybe is gone at this point. We could have a tie game, 12-12, remembering that Train is the 3rd map. Fallen, speaking of train, is quite good on it.
Yeah, used to be the Brazilians' best map by a long shot. They have dropped off in it recently.
That's true, yeah, we talked recent, history of domination on maps, the Inferno streak for Astralis, the Nuke streak for Astralis. It was formerly the impressive streak that was active was the SK streak on Train. Yeah. It was something like 17 games they got to.
Yeah, their CT side was just indomitable. It was crazy. Another buy available, no AWP on the T side as G2 look likely to take us to a third now, much more comfortable. It's not been a clean affair, I'll say that much, but a faster approach this round at least. Number 25, flashbang off the window to grant some control towards short. CT's rotating and reading this well, at least to some extent. I thought they were going to challenge more towards middle. They're actually focusing on the B side. Kenny S now will be tested. He has not had the best game so far. 11 kills to his name, it's okay, but you would expect him to have a lot more. He should be devouring a weakened MIBR on a map like this. So, how much have they got to fend him off? They've got a few smokes, 3 flashbangs. Gonna need all of those to dissuade him from the corner. And here we go. He's gonna nail the first. Oh, another miss from Kenny. This is not characteristic. That's more like it. Makes up for it on the second peak and now can justify a third. There it is. Okay, round should be complete at this point. Smoked off for now. For waiting towards those mid doors, but he gets hit by the nade, and that's the sound cue that gives up his position. That's unfortunate for him. Could have saved the day there with a couple of kills.
Yeah, it's certainly possible. Zeus avoids the flash. Nade's not going to go anywhere near him. Heads up to Goose instead. And he, keeping his head down, brings them further and closer to Fallen, who catches out Shocks as well. Great accuracy, but it's all on Zeus. 1 versus 3 on the site. AK trying to do what he can. Trying to buy himself some space, backs up, finds it. Bomb's ticking. He didn't need much more in that, but Kenny was always going to find an angle.
If he gets that kill on the second on the bomb site, I think he does it, because Kenny wouldn't have had a chance, but they have the kits, they win the round, they take the lead. It's another close one. That was a 5 versus 2 that comes right down to the wire there. Still smiling, though. As loss bonus will keep MIBR in contention for a purchase here, but once again, there'll be no AWP. Here's Kenny. Missed the first shot, but certainly made up for it with the re-peek. Speaking of that, which is Fallen peeking towards short, managing that beautiful kill to give him a chance of winning it. Zeus left in the 3-on-1. If he had pulled that one off, it would have been something quite special. Zeus actually is purchasing. He's gone for the hero purchase. I like that confidence. Like, he's just like, you know what? I'll try and see what damage I can do here. And don't normally see the coaches try this one out.
Lucky already crossing over.
That's such an interesting call. That okay, that's a little bit more like it. It's just like we've had some fun here. Let's be real.
You get to hold the weapon.
Yeah.
Back to daddy.
Taco has
turn the safety off.
Yeah, that's a great shot. How has he done that? Kenny S with an AWP, by the way, on the corner, waiting for a lovely little orb shot. Business as usual, and Taco does that to him. Leaves his brains on the wall.
Well, Jax doing much better. Tag down to 30 already by the scout. That Fallen holds, that softens him up. Ominic's gone. So Jax is still alive in this. Low HP, he's actually doing all the work. A 3rd kill on 30. And Lucky gets another. That leaves Taco 1-on-2, and they're going to check this together, and Jax does it all. I thought him going low was actually going to favor them. The fact that they got everyone else and he was still up.
Yeah, I'd like to swing from Taco. That I liked what he was doing. He was testing them in the 2-on-1. It's unlikely they go for a full defuse. So the fact he didn't swing, they might not check that position. They might think he's towards long or short, but good awareness there. And G2 edge himself closer around. They probably shouldn't have won, all things considered. But Jax, great job here. This is more like it from him. As you see him getting it done with the AK-47, mowing them down. But they were on deagles again there. So another very difficult round, but still they win it. That's all that counts. Lucas looks like he's a little bit late, but does beat the incendiary. Flashes are over, and now there's a chance for him to cause some damage here. He has done such good work here today, and he continues to find frags. His 28th has been found. It's Jax go down first, and Jax with 24 kills to his name. That's a prime scalp to find. Fallen looking for any rotating players here from the B bomb site. B side's actually open right now. Remember, this is the G2 pick. MIBR have a map under their belt. They're not out of this yet. Advantage here. And the money actually in a really shaky position for G2. If they go down with all 4 players here, there won't be any loss bonus to back them up. They won't have anything. It'll be $1,400. So long as they save 1 or 2 weapons if it loses this round, they're okay. If everyone goes down, this could be a problematic situation going forward. They're going to put all their eggs towards that B bomb site. And for now, I assume just one player towards A. That's going to be Lucky with the M4.
Tough call for Lucky. He's up to 15 kills though, so he is hot lately. And maybe that's why. Spraying, and look at the damage. That's a lot of damage. As Zeus comes back in, switches guns rather than reloads, and he will find Lucky down inside of the smoke, but it's still a 3-on-3, and the rotation coming back around. They lost Taco early. They knew then that it had to be going onto the A site. Fur will keep himself alive by hiding behind the boxes at this point.
Luckily, no utility to take him down. He can just fight now with the AK-47. Zeus trying to protect him. G2 should have this. What is Zeus up to? The boost has come in. That's a great boost. Nice work from G2. Good comms, and now Zeus. Is it a good plan for him? Can he actually defend this?
Well, if you can get them distracted enough, Catwalk becomes a problem because the AWP sneaking in. Fallen's missed the shot. They know they can get on it at this point, so should be map point. Second one gone as well. Fallen's just going to keep the gun. It's their only hope.
Yeah, the fact that Zeus got in the pit there, I saw what he was doing. He was low HP, just trying to defend his teammate on the bomb side there, but he had no vision of the plant. Neither did Fallen, so they were done for whatever happened there. But it's going to be 15-12. MIBR have really given this their all. So many close rounds. It could have gone either way. And it will be G2 looking likely to close this one out. They need one more. Not necessarily looking like closers today. So you never know. 3 now for MIBR as they have a full buy once again. Fallen back on the sniper. Smoke towards middle. Don't want to take any damage as they cross over. They've smoked the long corner as well with a flash, and they've actually got to fake that out. So the smoke on the corner take vision away, but Jax consistently pushes that. They're heading towards B, so they've tried to suggest they're taking long, but it's a little bit telegraphed now. They might even think about pushing those long doors, considering the fact that no one's there. And indeed, Jax has made his way through. Molotov down nice and deep to allow him to get to this position. So there should be a rotation towards B right now. That's a very comfortable look for G2.
Nade from Zeus through the door. Work their way up onto Catwalk. Work it out slowly. Finds the first one easily, and then Lucky going back into it. Finally, good to see him have form, and he has had great form in the second half. His 20th kill on the pistol, and choo-choo, the train's coming, Henry.
It definitely is. Third map is on the cards, and fair play to MIBR. They gave that everything they possibly could. They had a 5-0 start, remember, to kick this thing off, and then a 4-0 start in the second half. They had everything going in their